Exposed. Exposed. Woo. Exposed. Yeah. Ha. You exposed, bitch. You exposed. If you got no games, you exposed, bitch. You exposed. You exposed. You exposed, bitch. You exposed. Exposed. Exposed.
So, I wonder what this video is going to be about. Wow. Where to begin with this one? You know, I am not the oldest dude around. Certainly not in YouTube land. But I have been around the block once or twice, maybe 3 times. I've seen some strange things in my day. But this one is as weird, as bizarre, as unexpected as it comes. I mean, this is just flat out morbid, odd, bizarre. You know, outside of stuff that is just, you know, blatantly criminal. You know, Penn State's going to have the crown for quite some time.
He's out to the 30.
But this is among the strangest things I've come across relating to a college football player, college football program, any athlete really, or any type of team. I mean, you got a dude at a major high-profile university, a major high-profile player, caught up in a fraud, perpetuating a fraud. Basically, I mean, what more can you say? And, you know, people enjoy when Notre Dame gets egg on their face. I get it. You know, I love Notre Dame football, but Notre Dame likes to act like they're different.
And he's got it.
No one has the TV money or TV deal that Notre Dame does. There's been one Heisman Trophy winner in the history of the award to come from a losing team. Paul Hornung, a Golden Domer. That would have happened nowhere else. No one is winning a Heisman Trophy on a 5-win team unless you're a Notre Damer. I remember a 6-win Notre Dame team playing in the Fiesta Bowl.
He goes up and gets it.
Notre Dame brought in Lou Holtz, knowing that he's put every program he's ever been a part of on probation. When Lou Holtz started to win big, and things got a little bit less than rosy off the field, they forced him out. You know, Notre Dame has their own skeletons in the closet, but they like to act kind of sanctimonious. So people really get a kick out of when Notre Dame gets humiliated. Understood. And I don't know how to feel about this one. I mean, I certainly don't condone it. I mean, I find it more pathetic and sad, and in spite of myself, I'm kind of humored by it. I mean, forget about Manti Te'o's explanation, which is just laughable. I don't really understand who he thinks he's fooling. I don't think for 1 second Manti Te'o was duped or was taken advantage of over the internet. I mean, you have to be the dumbest individual to ever walk God's green earth in order to get duped in that fashion, to the point where you're, you know, pouring your heart out on national TV over someone you never met before in your life. That's something I expect from these psychopaths on YouTube. Manti Te'o, just, you know, from what I see, doesn't strike me as that kind of guy who's, you know, that naive. What I'm pretty sure of is that he's one poor con man. Because here's the thing about the, you know, social media age that we live in. If you're going to perpetuate a fraud, you better be dang good at it. It better be airtight because it's going to come out. It's going to get leaked. It's going to get exposed. Here's my theory on what went down. When Manti started to get the Heisman hype, I believe, he and his father basically had a little sit down and said, look, we got to ride this gravy train. This could mean, exposure, endorsement deals down the road when you get to the NFL. I mean, the Heisman Trophy comes with prestige and dollars. I mean, you're a Heisman Trophy winner for life.
They're changing the play.
It just becomes a part of who you are. So, Manti not being the most personable person in the world, doesn't have much personality, doesn't say a lot, he's kind of quiet. He pretty much just plays football and goes about his business. I believe they decided to concoct this story to give him a hook. Johnny Manziel has the Johnny Football gimmick. The Johnny Football nickname, which kind of stuck to him.
And he's going to be sacked for a loss.
And I guess in their mind, they figured being the best player on one of the most high-profile teams in the country wasn't enough. He needed something to, I guess, latch the public onto him. So they concocted this fairy tale.
Goes over the middle, intercepted.
Which is
inside the 30.
One of the more despicable things that you can do. Exploiting a tragedy, even though it was concocted to garner sympathy and to manipulate your way into getting more Heisman votes. It's just one of the more dirtbag things that you can do.
And he's tackled.
And that's what I believe happened. And rather than pretend and try to pass this off as a guy who was taken advantage of, Ncaa is much better served just getting in front of the cameras, taking it on the chin, taking his medicine, taking his ridicule, and going about his merry way. I don't blame the university, because I mean, what are you gonna do?
Big play, and it's first and goal.
They say that they knew about it after Christmas. Blowing the lid off of it before the national championship game would have created a complete media circus. So I don't blame the university for, keeping it hush-hush. And, in the grand scheme of scandals, this one is relatively benign, I guess.
They keep it on the ground
outside of just the bad taste of, concocting a tragedy to manipulate the public. So that's how I feel this thing went down.
This one is batted away.
He and his family concocted this little scheme as a publicity grab. Hoped it would, garner additional hype, sympathy, and, tug at the emotional heartstrings of America and ride that wave all the way to the Heisman Trophy and beyond. That's what I feel their master plan was. But, like most frauds, it eventually unraveled and got exposed, and now he is being subject to well-deserved humiliation. So my advice to him would be just to take it, get it over with, and then disappear. Disappear until the NFL Combine, where you'll get grilled by every GM in the league. Players are going to give you crap over it for the rest of your life. You're going to get heckled everywhere you go now. I hope it was worth it. But that is the bed you made for yourself, because your story is not believable. It's not credible. No one's going to buy it. So just come clean.
And he's tackled at midfield.
So that is that on Mr. Manti Ncaa. And here I am wrapping up a ranked game against one of these turds. Went for it on fourth down there, so I figured if it's 4th and 2, if I get it, I can run the clock out. And this guy was just a real pain behind to play. There's a glitch in the game where you can reset your opponent's defensive adjustments, and this guy was doing that the entire game, virtually every single play. And it was just really irritating to deal with. But Eventually, I'm going to stop him here as I scurried back to make my adjustments again.
And they knocked it loose.
And I figured here,
Snap to the back.
I might as well be a little bit of a jerk since I had to endure
And
this
they get nice
nonsense
yardage on
and
that run.
make this guy's experience as miserable as possible. So
Nice run to the outside.
I don't decide to run up the clock. I decide to just march the ball right down the field.
They run it left.
Because I
He's at the
want to
30.
tack another score on the board.
And he's brought down.
I'm going to use timeouts. I'm going to prolong his agony. Cheese ball.
Right side.
So that is my
What a
take
play to set him up.
on Mr. Teo. Catch
Gives
him
it
going
up
the
again.
wrong way on a run
Well, that
commit, and I
touchdown
tack
should
on
come.
another touchdown. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Talk to you all later. Peace.